is in the house. He's a big supporter of Trevor Story's. And he is locked, and that one is flying.
Showtime for baseball's biggest hitters.
Manny Machado rooting him on. That is a big shot.
Moonshot soaring over downtown Denver as the home run derby heats up.
We're live tonight at Coors Field, finding out just how far a baseball can travel through this mile-high air. Trevor Story put on a show. We've got all the action coming up.
16 long guns, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, a balcony overlooking downtown Denver.
The room that he had and the view that he had, I guess that, that could definitely be a concern.
Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from Ricardo Rodriguez, one of the 4 arrested, as Denver police feared an All-Star Week mass shooting.
There is a serious misunderstanding. There is a serious misconception about who I am.
Why he says police have the wrong impression of what was planned for that downtown hotel room. Some jaw-dropping hits at Coors Field this evening, whether it was the thin air in Denver or just some raw power. The MLB's finest put on a show for us tonight. Welcome to Denver7 News at 10. I'm Ann Trujillo.
I'm Shannon Ogden. Thank you for joining us tonight. And boy, after the year we just had, it is gratifying to see 50,000 fans at Coors Field cheering for home runs.
Oh, you know what? That excitement is tempered by a real focus, though, on security after police found a hotel room packed with guns and ammunition in downtown Denver over the weekend. 4 people are facing charges. So we have team coverage tonight. Nick Rothschild is running down the greatest hits from tonight's home run derby.
First, we want to get to Denver7's Sloan Dickey. And Sloan, tonight we're hearing directly from the man police describe as the leader of that group they arrested over the weekend on drug and weapons charges.
Yeah, and that man's name is Ricardo Rodriguez. And despite being warned not to speak publicly about this case, he talked to Denver7 today trying to refute many of the evidence-based accusations against him.
The room that he had and the view that he had, I guess that, that could definitely be a concern combined with the amount of narcotics that were in the room and the amount of guns.
The alleged leader of the 4 individuals arrested Friday night at the Maven Hotel on drugs and weapons charges is explaining himself from jail.
Law enforcement sources we've talked to say yes, they were concerned this potentially could have been like a Las Vegas shooting.
According to court documents, police feared a mass casualty shooting because of the proximity of Coors Field and the amount of weapons, body armor, and ammunition found inside the hotel. But Ricardo Rodriguez claims police have the facts wrong about him.
There is a serious misunderstanding. There is a serious misconception about who I am.
Police documents show one of the suspects was supposed to check out of the Maven Hotel on Friday, but asked to stay longer and wanted a room with a balcony. Rodriguez says he was simply enjoying the All-Star festivities and wanted his family to join.
I was there because I was going to go, on Monday, I was going to fly my children and I was going to go to the show, go to the game.
In court, we learned Ricardo Rodriguez, the alleged leader, rented both rooms where multiple firearms, drugs, and body armor were found. He also has the highest bond of all the suspects, indicating authorities believe he's a greater threat. In court, the district attorney's office described him as a serious danger to the community. He disputed multiple facts about the case.
I did not rent the 2 rooms. That is a huge discrepancy.
He's now pointing the finger at one of the other suspects, but would not say exactly why he met that suspect, Richard Platt, at the hotel in a room full of guns and drugs. He even went as far as to say he was so concerned about the guns that he disarmed some of them, but did not alert authorities.
I would not have succeeded because of how the guns were disabled by me.
And he said he knew nothing about the drugs.
My room had no drugs in it whatsoever, not even a little bit.
But another suspect, Gabriel Rodriguez, who also spoke to Denver7 from jail on Monday, says his interactions at the Maven Hotel were centered around drugs.
I was there to drop off a pound of dope, some heroin, and I'm sorry, I had a gun on me. That's what dope dealers do.
He also claims he didn't know Ricardo and had no idea about the amount of weapons in the room. He says, just like everyone else, if he had known, he too would have been concerned.
I totally understand. I would have been scared for my kids too. I totally understand that, man. But that's not my style. I'm not gonna do that. I had no idea these guys were buying a bunch of guns.
Now, Ricardo Rodriguez is being held on $75,000 cash bond. The other 3 suspects have also appeared in court and are being held on other charges. We did reach out to DPD for their comment on these developments, but they said they couldn't comment because it's an ongoing investigation. Ann?
So much to learn yet. All right, Sloan, thank you for that. And while those arrests set Coloradans on edge, police say they are not aware of any ongoing high-level threats. And today, Denver officers went out of their way to assure people they have their finger on the pulse of the city. And just because you don't always notice officers doesn't mean they aren't there.
There's going to be more police around. We're not necessarily always going to be visible, because sometimes we don't want to be visible. We rather just sit back, allow people to enjoy an event, and if something happens that needs our response, we will be there.
Denver police say your tips make their jobs easier. If anything looks off or suspicious, call them right away.
All right, let's get over to Nick Rothschild, Coors Field. High expectations tonight, predictions of epic home runs, Nick.
No kidding, Shannon. We did kind of figure we'd have a high-flying, record-breaking home run derby here at Coors Field. And we got it, but just maybe not the way we expected, because the prohibitive favorite and the guy a lot of people came to see out here, Shohei Ohtani, exited early in the first round. Let's go ahead and take a look at how it happened. First round between Ohtani and Juan Soto went to double overtime, a swing off. Ohtani, he was gassed. Soto homered on all three swings, and Ohtani was done. Trevor Story, he was the crowd favorite by far, and he hit the longest home run in Derby history, at least before his record was broken a few swings later by Soto at 520 feet. But really tonight was all about Pete Alonso, the Met, the reigning champ. He hit a Derby record 35 homers in the first round and never slowed down, cruising to his second straight home run Derby crown.
I mean, I'm a power hitter, and for me, I think I'm the best power hitter on the planet. And being able to showcase that and really put on a fun display for fans, I just think that it's truly a dream come true for me.
Yeah, best power hitter on the planet. I'm not going to argue with you, Pete Alonso. You showed it tonight, and he was so dominant, it makes you wonder, will he ever lose a home run derby? You start looking towards next year. No one's ever won this event 3 times in a row, and the only player to have ever won it 3 times is Ken Griffey Jr., who won it here at Coors Field. We got connection points everywhere, guys. We'll look a little deeper at this derby coming up in sports.
He does not lack confidence, but he is fun to watch there. And when you dig a little deeper, it turns out hitters really do have an advantage in Denver tonight. A professor of fluid dynamics we spoke to says high altitude plays a role. The air density in Denver is about 20% less than at sea level. So that means baseballs have less resistance, can fly farther, and they can travel 5 to 10% farther at Coors Field than at other ballparks. And there's another thing working in batters' favor as well. No humidor. So Coors Field baseballs typically are stored in a humid environment to stop them from drying out and becoming lighter and more bouncy.
For the home run derby, they are actually going to remove the use of the humidor. So not only are we at altitude, but the baseballs will be finely tuned and ready to fly out of the park.
And yesterday's celebrity softball game brought some big names to Denver. Singer JoJo Siwa, rapper Quavo, and the Broncos' own Von Miller, just a few of those taking part. And it raised some serious cash for Colorado charities. UC Health promised to donate $10,000 to Feeding Colorado for every home run. And even though the game had just 4 home runs, UC Health decided to round the giant check up to an even $100,000. All-Star Week is heading toward its big finale. Tomorrow evening, the best of the American League will face the National League's finest. And for in-depth coverage and all the information you need to know about tomorrow's events, head on over to thedenverchannel.com.
In recent months, Flatiron Church in Lafayette has really taken on a difficult role.
It hosted memorial services both for Officer Eric Talley, killed in the Boulder shooting, and Officer Gordon Beasley, shot dead in Arvada. And this church offering a space for families to grieve and say a final farewell.
As Denver7's Addie Guajardo reports, vandals did thousands of dollars in damage to the church, which included anti-police graffiti.
The Flatirons Community Church in Lafayette holds a special place for family and friends who bid farewell to Boulder police officer Eric Talley and Arvada police officer Gordon Beasley, 2 officers killed on the front line.
After 5 minutes with Gordon, you couldn't help but walk away feeling better.
2 officers mourned at Flatirons Community Church, where worshipers are now cleaning up a mess left behind by 2 culprits just before 4 a.m. on Sunday.
The criminals shattered the glass on 3 doors and tagged the building with anarchy symbols and things like "Be gay, do crime." They also use an acronym police say targets officers.
There is a acronym, all cops are bastards.
Sergeant Jeremy Molander believes it may be connected to other vandalism in the city.
One location, at least along 287, just south of Baseline, was recently tagged as well with that same acronym. Certainly we don't want that kind of graffiti anywhere in the city.
Surveillance cameras caught the criminals, but police are not ready to release it and say it's poor quality. What they did make out?
2 individuals that came from the west. I could see that one of them appeared to be throwing something at the front of the church, while it looked like the other was painting with graffiti.
The police report says at least 3 mason jars with rocks attached were recovered at the scene. They appeared to have liquid inside.
It's obviously illegal. They caused, right now it sounds like about $7,000 worth of damage, which is in the state of Colorado a felony.
Denver7 reached out to the Flatirons Community Church. A spokesperson said they don't believe they were intentionally targeted and asked for privacy. Sergeant Molander says the video gives little information about the 2 people involved, other than they may be juveniles. He's now asking anyone with information to contact the police department. Addie Guajardo, Denver7.
Actually, my mom was my coach when I was like 5 and 6. I played all the way growing up.
A childhood passion, now part of a major political career.
Democrats versus Republicans. Pretty serious. We practiced for like 3 months before the game.
Why hosting the All-Star game in Colorado feels like a big personal win to Governor Jared Polis, and how he made his pitch to the league.
A lot of haze and smoke out there. I'll let you know when we might see some rain to help us clear the air.